And so the Beastmaster is dead.
Where Minsk goes, evil stands
And once
aside.
again, this formation thing is actually back to the circle. Probably because Fraps actually is using the same hotkey as what switches to that. To this circle. Yep, and that would be it. So that's actually what happened there. Because I'm starting Fraps recording using the F12 key to act. And the problem is, of course, is that when the game's running, that also switches to that. So yeah, anyway, back to the game. The Beastmaster is now dead, and we've got the key. So it's time to go up here and free this guy who's from the north and has a really bad faked accent. But first, and here's a neat little trick. Actually, first, what we're gonna do is actually free these kids. And
you ain't from around here.
I
knows it.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you ever so much for letting me out of here. I was so frightened. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, the reason we're doing that, it's actually a little bit of an XP bonus, and you actually can't do it after you free Hendak. So you actually would have to free these kids first. I mean, in character-wise, we can say that I've got a soft spot for kids or something like that, although truthfully I don't think this guy actually does. I think he's sort of a little more of a just a little bit hard. Actually, sorry, I'm so used to playing evil characters in this game, I've actually forgot that I was in fact chaotic good. So yeah, I can see that I would definitely, have a soft spot for kids because they're a little bit more defenseless than this guy in the cage here who's obviously an experienced fighter. So yeah.
You're not supposed to talk to strangers.
Eek! Who are you? You aren't from here to hurt me, are you? No, child, I am here to let you free. Quickly now. Oh! Sob. I'm free? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. And I'm really bad at feigning sobbing, apparently. Because that was obviously, a really bad acting attempt on my part. And so yeah, let's free this guy now. Who is not quite so defenseless as all of these kids.
You have the key! You have it! Thank the gods!
And thank you truly, my friend, for what you have done.
We are free, my brothers! Go now and free the women! Hendak will strike his blade into the heart of our so-called owner, so that he shall never trouble you again. Go and savor your freedom!
Praise be, we are free! Free at last!
Thank you again, my friends. Now, 'tis the task of killing that fiend Leighton. Assist me if you wish. Otherwise, stand and watch the vengeance of Hendak be fulfilled.
Run! Run! The slaves have escaped!
Ah! Run for your lives! They'll kill us for certain!
Yep. Alright, you're free. Now let's start going on a killing spree, because we're gonna slaughter these guards, too. Is there still that... Yeah, there he is.
Test your metal with cold steel.
Hi! Why are you hostile? And actually, if you're on Leighton inside, then why didn't you actually jump in and attack Hendak whenever I busted his cage open? Or for that matter, whenever he actually asked me to free him. If you're a guard and you're standing right there, which you're obviously right next to him, why didn't you exactly interfere there? What are you being paid for anyway? To be an idiot or to stand there and look pretty? Because if that's seriously your job, then I think you're pretty pathetic at it. And also unqualified. Now, usually you don't hire a big burly man, put him in armor, and have his job be looking pretty. Just saying. I would think that would be the sort of thing you would hire a barmaid for, or something like that. So yeah. Alright, let's continue on here and watch Okay.
I'll test your...
Animan is slowed, so we gotta get some weight off of him. Maybe just give Minx these so that he can carry a little bit more because he's about as strong as a pack mule. About as smart as one too, but he's adorable. You slaving bastard! My family's blood still stains your hands! Kill this idiot! And kill this idiot! Attack! Attack and kill them all! Alright. Yoink! Yoink! Take the arrows. Take this helmet. Take the sword. If you can carry it, yes you can. Take this bow and toss these to Yashimo. There. Okay, and onward! Although I should probably heal Yashimo if I can. Yeah,
What
good.
is it now?
Alright. And now let's have you heal Yashimo as well. That's one of the nice things with this party. We actually end up having
You point,
3
I punch.
healers.
Jump on my sword while you can, Evil. I
Although,
won't be as
truthfully, Anoman's the only one that's really good at it because he's more or less a single class cleric at this point because of his dual classing ability. The other ones are multi-class, so as a result they're not going to have the same kind of healing skills that a single class will. And yes, I know Anoman's also a fighter, but it's because of the dual class. Basically, he can't advance as a fighter anymore. So at this point, he's a cleric who still has the abilities of a level, I believe, 7
I shall go forth at your
fighter.
command.
Yes, level 7 fighter, level 8 cleric. And he will only be leveling up in the cleric class. So for all practical purposes, he's a cleric.
Swords, not words. Live by the sword. Live a good long time.
The other, Eri and Jahira, can both actually level up in both classes. But as a result, they're going to be splitting XP between the two, and they don't level up as fast in either one. I mean, Eri's a decent cleric, but nowhere near as good as a pure class one because she can't level up as fast as one.
I'll test your metal with
There.
cold steel.
Of course, we're being blocked out of the door. You know, that's a glitch that a lot of hint guides, or what I would call cheese guides because they're pretty cheap, suggest doing is putting a guy in the door to actually block golems and stuff from getting in. Of course, that's also a pain in the butt whenever the enemies use it against you. So maybe everyone should think about that before playing it, because yeah, it doesn't give the enemies a fair chance, you know?
Stand back.
Let's see what you have to lose.
Justice.
Ooh! I like this. Sphere of Chaos spell. I just know that from the graphic, but that's actually a fun spell. It's not really, you know, a super useful one, but it's just really fun. See, basically everyone in the area of effect, well, actually all enemies within the area of effect, are going to have one of these happen. They get turned into a squirrel, they get confused, they burst into flames, they're paralyzed, they're disintegrated, they're healed, they're randomly teleported somewhere, they're unconscious, or they're hasted. So you can see that was sort of a fun spell more than anything else.